Alright, folks. Welcome back, everyone. 皆さん、おかえりなさい。今日は3日目です。It is day 3 of Bunpro. A bunch of shenanigans yesterday. Got caught up in all the fun little exploration of the various bells and whistles and community integrations on here. Today we're kind of going to try to keep our eyes on the ball, largely because it's a high volume day. Wanikani at our lesson days, so we're like already 80 lessons over in Japanese right now. Let's take a look at what we have. Largely the silver lining here is we're largely in a series of review content review, while looking and specifically focusing on how we're going to adapt what is offered on Bunpro into our workflow, right? That's the primary focus. I did a little change. We changed the hint system to only the target word. It may change within the month at preference. All right, let's go look at our 5 grammar lessons today. Actually, I feel like we're gonna do the I think these things go straight into review, right? So let's do lessons first instead of the other way around. Usually it's the other way around on Wanikani. All right, we got our non-adjectives. Right, if it's in front of a noun, adjectival noun, right? That's like a special case. In Japanese, the vast majority of non-adjectives are originally nouns and differ from nouns. Well, they are originally like everything. That's kind of how it works, right? The things that they were a lot of things. They don't well, actually, now that I think about it, I'll have to wait and hold on that thought until like I really get a essence, because they are originally nouns, but they are also originally a lot of things. Like they could have been nouns and adjectives and verbs of all tenses. So, in a way, they could be a lot of things at the same time. We're talking about the origination of it, like the phrase is from Chinese, right? Typically we're kind of referring to the whole Chinese thing, and since I'm learning in parallel with that, I can kind of see some of the things, most of them can be all treated as nouns, but they can be other things too, because it would be contextually dependent. And differ from nouns only in that they have their own set of conjugation rules, right? The dictionary form of non-adjectives will always be followed by dot, right? Then na is only when it's attached with describing a noun, for the most part. As we can see from these examples, dot and this is required at the end. Let's just listen to some stuff.
魚は大好きだ。
魚は大好きだ。
大好きな野菜です。
大好き、oh, 大好きな野菜です。Okay, but na will be required when using a non-adjective to describe a noun. Non-adjectives are mostly words of foreign, Chinese, or English origin, right? This is why they have evolved to require unique conjugation rules, which personally, that characteristic of Japanese, especially written Japanese, is really wonderful in the sense that there's extra information there, right? Fun fact, as a learner, it can be very difficult to identify what a non-adjective is compared to a regular noun. Nouns conjugate with no. Yep. While non-adjectives conjugate with na. A very simple trick that Japanese children learn is using the adverb totemo very. If totemo sounds natural with the word, then it's probably a non-adjective. If it sounds unnatural, then the word is likely to be a regular noun. Totemo kirei. Totemo sato. Oh, I see what you... Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. I haven't ever considered it that way. Intriguing. Oh, that would explain the noun selection. So that I'm getting it. I understand what they mean now. Okay. I see. Um, for the record, I know this sounds it says unnatural Japanese, and then when you say very outside in English, it might also sound very unnatural in English, but I don't actually think this is very natural and very unnatural in terms of its meaning. Like very outside means like even further outside or like really outside. So I don't know if it's because of my flexibility in involving different types of languages or seeing other people speak in different extents of language. But yeah, natural, I can see it. So we'll try to use this, apply this. It's kind of a fun exercise, a mental exercise. I like it. I hope they have like these little fun little things everywhere. From this example, we can see that totemo can be used to help identify non-adjectives. Basically, this is due to adjectives being measurably very big, very small, while nouns are not measurably very dog or very boat. Intriguing. Intriguing. Oh wait, let me get this straight. It's the okay. So this is the affirmation. It has to sound good, probably non-adjective. If it doesn't, then it's not. Okay. I have a few wrinkles in here, but we're gonna try to apply this for fun. And then, yeah, non-adjectives and e-adjectives are related. And then we got the verb modified noun. Oh, okay. But that's soon enough. And we're going to keep on moving here. For now, I think that's as far as we'll go. If we have some time or some more leisure time, go down and look at, you know, stuff like example sentences, some commentary. Okay, I should not get distracted here. Not yet. So yeah, ka for the question, right? Sentence ending particle, specifically referring to that ka as opposed to the other ka yet, because it's a separate grammar point. Ka is a particle that frequently come at the end of the sentences in Japanese and carries the same meaning as a question mark in English. It is not limited to appearing. Oh, so they just go right into it, actually. It's not limited to appearing at the end of sentences, however, clauses. In addition to questions, ka can also express uncertainty about something without strict being a question, right? Right.
これはコップですか？
ん？
あなたのアパートは大きいですか？
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm looking down because I'm trying to focus specifically on hearing.
美味しいかわからない。
Interesting. Mm-hmm.
これは何かわからない。
Oh, that okay. Yeah. Ka regularly comes after the polite form of words. Yeah, like desu ka, masu ka. Okay, however, in casual conversation, ka can be used directly after word that the speaker is showing uncertainty about. Right, right.
大丈夫ですか？大丈夫か？
Okay, makes sense. Both examples are grammatically correct, but the sentence without des may be considered rude by some people as it sounds too familiar. Synonyms. Ai. Is a standard question particle used at the end. Interesting. Kai. And for. Yo, emphasis. Okay. Oh, these are because it deals with something at the end. Probably related. What is again? Was it that? Did you? Oh, yeah. Interesting. That's how they'll represent it. Okay. All right. Whatever the focus of this one is, good to go here. Yo emphasis. Okay, so we got the other sentence ending particle. Yo is classified as a sentence ending particle in Japanese. In most cases, it is used to convey new information to the listener. Yes, or just to add a bit of emphasis. Like most sentence ending particles, is simply added to the end of almost any. It is simply added to the end of almost any sentence.
それは暑いよ。
Okay.
明日は雨だよ。
Okay. Interesting that yeah, makes sense. Despite the standard of yo being to convey new information, is also very regularly paired with ne, yo ne, to convey the meaning of right. This might literally mean something closer to I think and I bet you think too, right? Right? Sorry.
あれは先生だよね。
Yep, that's a lower.
車は高いよね。
Did you notice that there is a da after the noun, right? But not the e adjective. This is not a unique rule for yo, but just one of the regular conjugation rules introduced in the lesson for e and non-adjective. It is also acceptable to use desyo, right, after either type of adjective for the polite form. Yes, so all the standard rules still apply while using the yo and then yo ne. Interesting that it goes down.
あれは先生だよね。車は高いよね。
Okay. We got antonyms. Oh, right. Because it's the opposite. I get it. I see where they're going. Related. Strong emphasis. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, that's related. So. I think I know what this one. I'm not sure about this one. Yeah, right. Okay. And then net, isn't it? Right. Yeah, okay. Sentence ending. Net is classified as a sentence ending particle in Japanese. It may also be pronounced as ne as an extended. Ne is used when the speaker is looking for agreement from someone or wants confirmation of something. Due to this, it is often translated as right or isn't it. You use ne simply added to the end of almost any sentence. It really do be making you feel unsure of everything.
仕事は疲れるね。
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 Yeah, our work is tiring, right? Right? Isn't it?
今日も暑いね。
今日も暑いね。今日も暑いね。
あれは綺麗だね。
Okay.
今日は寒いですね。
As we will cover in our lesson about the sentence ending particle, not. As we will cover in our lesson about the sentence ending particle, not. Net can almost be thought of as the opposite. Ne is used when expressing a shared opinion, a shared thought, or generally something you think will be agreed with by the listener. However, na focuses almost exclusively on the speaker and their own thoughts. That's neat. I haven't used not ending too much. I'm usually very uncertain most of it. Like what I mean is uncertain or empathetical. Uncertain or empathetical. Empathetic, not empathetical. Empathetic. This is, oh, okay.
これは辛いね。
You and your friend are at a curry shop. After taking your first mouthful, you turn to your friend and say this because you think they would agree. Oh, I like this. Man, above and beyond. Hypotheticals. これは辛いな。辛いな。
これは辛いな。
Right? You and your friend are at a curry shop after taking your first meal. You notice that it's spicier than usual. You turn to your friend and say this because you want them to know that you feel this way. Nice. Did I skip over a grammar point? Oh, did I? Hold up. Oh, I did skip over a grammar point. Nice. I skipped over ga. My thanks, James. My left click on my mouse sometimes double actuates. So thanks for pointing that out. So we skipped over the almighty ga. Yeah, I need to replace my mouse at some point. It double actuates like every 100 clicks or something like that. 1 out of every 100 clicks. Okay. Let's see. Case marking particle. Okay, they call it case marking. I'm trying to get used to like the jargon that they're using, because I kind of like adding some jargon to be more specific when speaking in English. Case marking is considered to be the subject marker, right? Subject marker in Japanese. There are a couple of people who, like, I remember earlier on, there are a couple of people who made such a big quote-unquote case about this, and I kept trying to make a technicality argument, as in, like, you don't have to be so upset about it. So one of them is definitely this, which is having wa labeled as quote-unquote a subject marker as opposed to a topic marker, right? And now current things like this separates them, right, properly, or to their compromise, their satisfaction, where wa is often mentioned as a topic marker. However, there are places where you can interpretively see it as wa being a subject marker, but it's a subject marker by coincidence. It serves as a topic marker. The semantic loss is the lack of, when you're talking to someone who's speaking in English, the lack of nuance between the word topic and the word subject. Oftentimes the topic and the subject do not have enough resolution in English. So when people were really angry, or they were angry at me for like reading something that something else said, or they kept like using me as a soapbox, like, oh yeah, just remember that that's not right, or something. It's like, well, it is a topic marker. And it's like, but we're talking about the subject markers, but this says it's a topic marker. I understand the difference, at least to me, the difference between a topic and a subject. So then the reason why it comes up is because the first grammar points you'll ever get is the differentiation between the wa and the ga. And one of the differentiations is figuring out how to resolve your English of what a topic is and what a subject is. Because oftentimes the subject is the topic. And and it's still here. So this is the subject marking article. And when they had the wa, they call it the topic marking article. You can have, and then I remember having like another conversation with someone else who thought that what they think is the subject is the bigger thing and the topics are part of the subject. And for me, I just coincidentally interpreted the other way. I think the topic is the bigger thing and there are subjects within a topic. So that illustrates why, like, occasionally someone is very disgruntled and it's like, they're not the same thing. And I'm like, okay, I get it. I get where there can be a mistake, right? Because the first, like, one of the N5 common grievances is like, I don't understand when wa is being used and when ga is being used. I don't see the difference, right? It's interesting. Very classic one. I'll live through that period. Ga is considered to be the subject marker in Japanese. This means that it marks someone or something that's performing an action, or it identifies someone or something as being a specific feature. This is usually a feature that the listener is not aware of, right? So you're drawing attention to the thing. So my father is the attention of doing the work, right?
父が働く
Ooh, that's a little sizzly. The chichi is a little sizzly.
父は背が高い
Hmm. Oh, interesting. This phrase is kind of late in the Senga takai. I wasn't expecting to see this phrasing. In both of these sentences, a ga puts focus on the thing performing an action or existing, right, in some way, as opposed to any other thing. Because of this, ga is usually said to highlight what comes before it, right? While wa highlights what comes after it, right? That's your traditional positional differentiating factor.
コーヒーが好きですテストは嫌いです
Mm-hmm. So, ga always shows the target of a statement, when other targets also exist. And this is why ga is used to describe situations that are happening either in the moment or individually of other things, right? Or other things in the clause or in the larger sentence.
近所の子供たちが走る
Okay. Sorry, my eyes are kind of like being a little bit buggery right now. Yeah, kodomo tachi. Kodomo tachi. Hashiru. Because the group in this sentence is only one group out of many groups of people that could be described, ga will be used, right? Just the neighborhood kids group, right? A group of neighborhood kids. Caution. Ga is not usually used to describe something about yourself, right? Unless you are intentionally describing yourself compared to others, right? If you want to talk about yourself in general terms, wa will sound more natural. There are exceptions, indeed. There are. Yes. Well, it's related, and then well, because of the ga and o. Sometimes I say wo. I tend to say wo when I'm referring to the thing standing alone, and then I say o when it's in a sentence. But I typically say wo when I'm referring to the particle standing alone. All right, and then now let's go back to this one. Ne. Sentence ending particle. Ne is classified as a sentence ending particle in Japanese. It may also be pronounced ne. Sorry, every time I see that written out, all I can think about is I don't know, a very stereotypical scene in an anime, which makes me kind of giggle a little. Ne is used when the speaker is looking for agreement. Oh yeah, wait. So we covered that. Sorry. Where were we? We were on here, right? Yeah, the fun fact stuff. Yo and ne are very oh no, we did yo ne. Wait. Yo and ne are very frequently combined together to make the sentence ender yo ne. This is used purely when you expect the listener will agree with you, right? Yeah. So caution. Ne is much weaker than desho. Yep, desho. Or daro. Yeah, daro. and is sometimes said purely out of habit without much nuance of right at all. Yeah. You find it funny how someone once defined grammar as in it? Yeah, I've read that joke before. Like, what I mean is I've seen that as a meme before. In it. Yeah. I actually said it once. I said it a couple of times. There was a how long ago it's been? It's been like a year and a half. And there's this one guy that I met. He went to Japan and then came back or something, but we never talked after that. He watched a anime. I think it was called Rent a Girlfriend. So I watched that anime, and there was a scene in the anime that I think it's no, it's not. It's something about death, like someone who's deaf, like can't hear, like words. I forgot something. It's not Silent Voice, not that movie. But there was a scene where the deaf person, the deaf character that can't hear, walked into a dining room, like a diner, and there were Americans that walked in, and they were speaking English, but it was Japanese people speaking English. So whenever we were joking around, it's like, man, they kept saying, you know, they were Japanese people speaking English, but they were speaking English Japanese. So it was something like, oh, the weather is really really cold, isn't it? This is really good, isn't it? Oh, this place is nice, isn't it? And then all I could think about is, man, if a British person just walks in and they're just like, oh man, this place is cool, ain't it? I'm like, that's pretty much what it sounded like the whole time. And that's when I did like a digression about what I mean is sometimes to save money, right? To save money or like try to preserve the Japanese, I guess. When dubs happen, you can definitely tell, especially when you learn Japanese and then try to use it as a translational method. Like if you're using translational methods in Japanese, you really do be able to be hyperly aware when you have either two people writing double scripts for the show, or you have the show write one script and have people like try to strictly fill that role. And when like I'm gonna be like, for me, if a tourist, like as a foreigner, if I walk in, I don't usually say like, oh, this is nice, isn't it? Is that good, isn't it? This is really tasty, isn't it? I don't do that. You know, like as a way, like every other sentence. But when you're like talking about this stuff, especially like this caution at the end without much nuance, it feels very natural now. So sometimes I catch myself saying it and I kind of chuckle. And one day I might just say in it. Isn't it nice? With the other way around. Man. Anyways. It's always net over and over again. You start saying it in English as well. Isn't it? Yeah. It's funny, isn't it? Right? I do say right I do say right. I think nowadays people in English would say something like, you know, or right is pretty good, but you know is probably a little bit more too. Did they mention you know? I think ne can capture you know as well. Anyways. Or anyways. Anyways is a good one. But can be ne as well nowadays. Like, hey, or so as well. Like, oh, hey, this movie was really good. So it just like it gets left just hanging, and I'm like, okay, that's kind of a new thing. Like, so what? Finish the sentence. Finish the idea. And or like, Oh, I really like this, but and it just, to me, I don't know if it triggers other people, but it leaves such a dissatisfying, like, but what? What do you want to say? But, like, just but. Like, it ends there. But. And not entirely related to net, but I just did it. sorry. Okay. でしょ? Oh yeah, でしょ? The like much more like formal でしょ? How do you feel about people ending things like but you know? Oh yeah, but you know? Or yeah, no, but you know? So is it a yes? Is it a no? Is it a maybe? Is it a but? Is it, am I supposed to know this? What do you mean by yeah, no, but, and you know? Like, how do you yeah, no, but me, I know, like, you know? I don't understand. What is that trying to tell me? And that's, in my opinion, that's what this means to me when someone says this. When they say caution. Caution when the ending of a phrase becomes so overly used that you don't want to, like, get too caught up with the nuances, because sometimes there might not actually be nuances anymore. Right. Like I'm saying right at the end, it might not, you might not be looking into much more than that. But you know, and it just ends. You know what I mean, right? You know what I mean. You know? Maybe yeah, no, but you know. Maybe no, yeah? Yeah, no. I forgot what these are called. The etymology nerd did a segment on this. I forgot what they're called. The yeah, no, you know situation. Yeah, there is a name for it. I quite liked it too. I'm just gonna call them a filibuster right now. Conversational filibusters. Okay, so desho makes sense. Daro makes sense. Yo and janai ka. Both seek agreement. Interesting. This one not familiar. Okay. All right, so let's do our grammar. Today's grammar was fun to talk about. Very, very fun. Oh, what was the routine? Totemo kirei, right? Totemo kirei. Wait, what am I supposed to do here? It just says pretty, but pretty already high. Oh. What? Wait. I'm just describing. You know what? I'm kind of curious if I don't know. Oops. Oh wait. Oh wait. Oh, it confirms that. Oh no. Sorry. Sorry. I just realized what I was doing. It's confirming. It's confirming that it's a non-adjective, not the opposite. Like you're not selecting against non-adjectives. Right. Kirena, kirana, which is a pretty picture or drawing. Right. それは本ですか?
これは本ですか?
Ocha is. Oh, this is kind of weird. Ocha ga tsumetai desu. Can't decide if you want to get started with art or CS or go sleep first. Try to sleep again earlier, but didn't work out. You gotta do something.
お茶が冷たいです。
Ocha ga tsumetai desu. I really like it feel. Oh man, you know, some of these recordings really do sound like they were recorded in an untreated room. I kind of like it though. It sounds very raw. Tomu. Tomu wa shiga hayai. Empathetic particle. Empathetic particle?
トムは足が速いよ。
Okay, so they're referring to it as an empathy. The other one is kind of empathetic too, but alright. I think this is the English problem for me. Oh, desho. Okay. Yeah, I know. It's an English thing. So what I mean is emphatic. It's an English thing. I read this incorrectly, right? This is emphatic as opposed to empathetic, right? This is emphatic for emphasis. It's an English thing. Okay. Confirming, but not the other one, right? Oh, maybe you can take both. Oh no, it can't. So I
いい
went.
ですね。
Now the question is then how did they describe the other one? What? Okay. Oh no. Okay, so what would be the yonet then? Is it confirming? It would be emphatic, confirming article, right? We would have the emphatic part added to all the yo, right? For future reference. Oh, now we're getting somewhere. All right. Yep. And then now we're gonna do our vocabulary. So this one we're gonna go fairly quick today. I don't want to go over 4 a.m. So yume, yeah, yume. Dictionary top 800. Right, kanojo, she girlfriend. Got it. Tomorrow, like on other days, we're totally gonna be like listening to some sentences. Although the exercises have sentences, like they're reading out the sentences, so that's a really big plus for me. I might have to tweak the audio because I'll check the audio level for now. Okay, so we got Hawaii. Hawaii. Cute, adorable, dear. Usually written in kana. Usually, yeah. 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 Oh, actually, well, all this is saying is able to love, adorable. able to able to love. There qualities of love. 可爱, right? 可爱, which is funny. It's like 可爱, 可爱. All right, off we go. Kana only. And then we have Genki. Lively, full of spirit, energetic, vigorous, vital, healthy, well fit. Yes. Genki. Noto. Ne? Yeah, Noto. I wonder if it... Yep, there it is. Laptop, computer. We just talked about this. Or they're just notebook, computer. Yeah. And then notebook, exercise. Although it's usually... Yeah. Okay. Oh, interesting. Musical note. That I was not aware of. Noto. Fuku. Yeah, fuku. Counter for doses of medicine, yeah. Gulps of tea. Puffs of a cigarette. Intriguing. I guess technically drug and drug. This is exactly what I'm thinking about. Like counter for drugs. Medicine is a drug, tea is a drug, and cigarettes is a drug. I'm kidding. I'm sort of kidding, but not really. Like caffeine and nicotine, right? And then anything that requires dosing. Interesting. Although then you could argue, what about ingredients? Clothing, Western clothing, right? Clothing, dress, costume, suit. Okay, cool. Yeah, furui. 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 Yeah, furui. Old age, ancient, of things, yeah, not people, right? Someone raised this point pretty much in my like 3rd week of Duolingo. And they were saying like, oh, be careful of this when Duolingo. So here's the thing. Duolingo use this and they use this to pair up with many things. So the first thing someone told me is be careful. Be careful. Don't use this to describe people, right? Like, don't describe for people. But here's the thing. When someone talks about these things, when you give an example, the opposite is not true, right? Until it's confirmed. The opposite is not true. But it's really interesting how when people provide advice, they're acting on the presumption that these things will occur, which is very fair, right? Because in the internet world, so many things are generalizable, so they often are taken and it's normalized. So whenever someone says like, oh yeah, be careful not to do this, and it would be something that the person hasn't even considered yet, they would be like, oh well, I only have examples that show that furui is paired with things. I can't automatically assume that things and people are the same things. But you start thinking, well, you're an English speaker, so when you say something that's old, you can use old to describe both things and people, right? And my thought, this is the stuff that I think about all quite a lot. You get to reflect on your current language and you compare it with the language you're talking about. And it's interesting now to reflect back on like 2 years ago. That's exactly the type of thinking that learning Japanese will get you to think about English, because English may not distinguish between these things, but now you go around and you think about the way you speak English and you advise people, because the Japanese mindset would be different. There are different types of old, right? And that's kind of neat. It's very neat. I'm not saying this as a way of like rebuttal or criticism or whatnot. The perspective definitely does change quite a lot when you're learning Japanese and Chinese, of course, like any other language, where there's nuances in, like, for example, gender, right? Gender related conjugation. Spanish is my reference for gender related things. Very interesting. This one is a good one. So, of things and not people. Long since long ago. Interesting. Of distant past. Stale. Hackneyed. Oh, hackneyed is a great word. I haven't used hackneyed since creative writing. Corny. Corny is interesting. Corny, I haven't ever, like, I used corny before, like way back as a kid, but yeah. Threadbare. I'm not familiar with this one. Hackneyed is such a book, such an English book, a fancy archaic word, and an old-fashioned. Outmoded. That's interesting. That's cute. Is this a math term? I don't know if this is like math related, because you know, mode is how often, like the most often thing that occurs, right? Often things, it deals with frequency. So when you're outmoded, it's something that is out of frequency, like out of often-ness, so it's out of date. That's interesting. Really interesting word, outmoded. I don't think no kidding, in my 38 years of life, I don't think I've ever heard the word outmoded. Neat though, neat, very neat. Right. Kayobi. Moving right along. Right. Ame. And ame actually is important. The pitch accent for ame is important, because ame is something else. Ame. I'm not sure if sweet is ame. It might be. Some of the things are the other way, but ame is coming from the sky, is how I usually think about it. It's coming from the sky. It's falling. Rain is falling from the sky. Ame. The November suit in Hanafu. Dude, that is so specific. But yes, I do know what this is. But we did have to play Hanafuda before, and November suit. Yes, indeed. C also. Oh, under this, right? Under this. Next one. Ban. Probably just, it's interesting. Abbreviation? Really? You can abbreviate it. So you just even drop the Bangohan or Banhan. Oh no, it's probably just contracted. So Bangohan. Counter for knights. I haven't used. Have I? Oh yeah, I have used this to describe lodging, like how many nights spent in places. Right? Staff of life. One spread. Staff of life. Sounds like something that would go in like a fantasy game. Dude, all I can think about right now is a baguette. Oh wait, that doesn't quite. That looks very oddly suspicious, like a cigar. But right now, when I think of staff of life and bread, all I can think about is a baguette. Baguette. これ right? これ this one, this person, usually written out as kana, right? Kana. Is there no kana times? Archaic. Used to stress the subject of a sentence. Adverb. Oh, yes. Sushi. Sushi. Oh, I got wrecked. Yes, I got wrecked 2 days ago in Chinese. 寿司. Every time I see sushi, I freeze. In Hanzi, I'm like, I don't understand. Longevity. Longevity. Take charge of your longevity. You could kind of make a joke about or make a fun little thing about if you eat a lot of, to take charge of your longevity or lifespan, you could turn to a life of sushi. None. Oh, interesting. They went with none. Okay. None. What, right? How many? True. Oh, that makes sense. And then many, a lot of, several, a few, some. Neat context. And then we have, we have nani, which is the what, you know what, that thing, which is whatchamacallit. Wow, whatchamacallit. Really? Is this really necessary? Colloquial, usually written in kata. My brain is going into, I wonder what kids do in Japan, like when they goof around. This reminds me of my youth, where I don't know if this is a cultural thing or not. Sometimes like kids, right, boys, specifically boys in high school, or like, you know, middle school and high school, they would do things like yell penis really loud. It'd be like disruptive. And knowing that this can mean this in colloquial speak, just kind of curious now. And this being tied to anime, right? That I can't undo it. Like, this is gonna be funny now. I didn't even, I don't know this. So whenever I watch anime, it's gonna be weird. You know, this one, nani? Yeah. Hey, come on. Okay, lots of things. Okay. Yeah, marui. Actually, I kind of want to hear this.
この猫の顔は丸いです。
Marui does. Okay, it does stay pretty high actually.
あの丸いものは何ですか?
Harmonious, calm, peaceful, amicable, or I actually skipped amiable. I'm not actually entirely sure what's the difference between amiable and amicable. I use amicable more than like all these different forms. Yeah, so we got like the other overlapping ones, right? These would be separate entries in Wanikani. So you'd be like, oh, hey, you know this one? It's this one too. Although there are somewhat nuances of their uses. Okay. Bendy, right? Bendy. All right. Not too much with bendy. And then fuben, fuben or antonym. I saw an antonym there. Sore. Usually written, what is this? Usually written in kana alone, indicating item or person near the list. Okay, it's just describing all that stuff. Archaic there. Alright. And then we have aircon. Aircon. Oh, aircon. Sorry, aircon. Aircon. Okay. Makes sense. Alright. Let's go into our test of faith.
彼は有名な俳優です。
俳優です。俳優 actor, right? 俳優。Whoops.
彼女は私の友達です。
この犬はとてもかわいい。
Wait, are you well? I'm sorry. Wait, hold on. I gotta test this. Oh, wait. Yeah. Sorry. I know what they're looking for, but it's just kind of funny.
元気ですか?
Genki desu ka? But my first thought was like, are you well? I'm like, daijoubu desu ka? I mean, like, good enough for the intent. It's obviously it's Genki, but that they wanted. これは彼のノートです。
これは彼のノートです。
彼は it's the other way. これは彼の彼はノートです。どんな服が好き？
どんな服が好き?
どんなこの学校は
この学校は古いです。
学校は古いです。I really need to hang on to my top when I'm adding some of the particles. So we're now, since it's been a very long, like a pretty extended time where I haven't been outputting the particle onto the words, and the particles can go up and down right at the end, or like the levels are determined by the word before it. And one lazy thing that I often do, especially wa, I could say something like gakkou wa instead of gakkou wa. So it proceeds from the word before it, right? Particles tend to proceed from the words before, or become dependent on the words before it. And that's what I'm focusing on right now, since I'm not really focusing on knowing what the words are. So I'm listening and trying my best, like making the effort to do that. Largely because even if you know the pitch accent, knowing the pitch accent or feeling the pitch accent of the words can help you lead into the particle. You still have to like kind of get used to it again, because sometimes even though you're high and you're heibanding a little bit down, it can dip further down, but you're still like, it's still above where you started. That can be, it can make it sound like you're doing like a dip. And wa is one of the ones that I do very often. 明日は火曜日です。Oops. Wait.
明日は火曜日です。
明日は火曜日です。今日は雨です。
今日は雨です。
evening 晩にゲームをする。
晩にゲームをする。
あ、ゲームをする。Okay. Oops, I was gonna type the whole sentence out. I have a habit of, if we're filling in blanks, I would like start typing the entire sentence out.
このパンは美味しいです。
このパンは美味しいです。店でこれをsorry oh no
店でこれを試着したいです。
Wait. 試着したいです。Oh, right. It is. Oh, right. 着。Forgot about 着。試着したいです。Wrong read. I was thinking of 式。Ah! My keyboard.
寿司を食べる。
I promise I didn't mean to type that twice. 寿司を食べる。Okay. 今までに何回目何回梅会に行ったことがありますか？ How many times have you gone to the ocean or open? Oh no, that's海外 overseas. How many times have you gone overseas up to now? How many times?
今までに何回海外に行ったことがありますか？
何回海外に行ったことがありますか？彼
は何色が好きですか？
Oh, interesting. I'm not sure if the vocabulary distinguished this. I guess this would be considered a grammar point, possibly. This is probably going to end up in the grammar point section instead. Possibly. この猫の顔は丸い。
この猫の顔は丸いです。
このカバンは useful 便利だ。
このカバンは便利だ。
Okay. Wait, we had bath? Did I skip bath? Hold up.
お風呂に入る。
Oh, I forgot the honorific. But did I skip bath? Ofuro. Wait, there's an alternative? Oh, they took furo instead of needing to use the honorific. But ofuro, we gotta honor the bath. 風呂にいる or 入る。お風呂に入る。ね。
お風呂に入る。
Yeah, 入る。To get in the bath, right? It's a special one. Special phrase. Okay, paradise? It's fine. Oops. そ
それは桜の木です。
れは桜の木です。桜の木です。Can I hear that again?
それは桜の木です。
木です。So it's actually putting it okay. 新しいエアコンを買う。
新しいエアコンを買う。
買う。Oh, the other way. 買う。Hooray! We still gotta do our reviews though. Oh, okay, they don't add to the review. That's what I wanted to know. So the review, okay, it's still the 4-hour or the 3-hour period. 4-hour period? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, the 4-hour period. So we can do our reviews before we do our lesson. Nice. All right, here we go. What? Oh. Wait.
あれはホテルです。
I was thinking of something else. I don't want to talk about it.
トムは先生です。
Curious if different. I don't think I have enough memory to remember if these sentences are different.
これは私の猫です。
寒いです。
Okay. The heck?
猫だ。
さくらです。
それは本です。
これはいい本です。
I'm just mouthing the thing. My voice is really not that great right now.
これは寿司です。
彼も先生です。
All right. Hooray! More points. We're getting more points. It's all about the points. All right. We'd be doing our vocabulary. Okay. So 50-50. Right. Oh, I see how they do it for 2.
映画を見に両親と一緒に映画館へ行く。
That was so fast. 映画を見に Wait, can I get that back?
映画を見に両親と一緒に映画館へ行く。
両親と映画を見に and then 両親と一緒 oh right 一緒に together right 一緒に映画館 oh I see oh yeah I would think of this as one thing I see okay all right
学生の仕事は勉強をすることだ。お金を稼ぐことじゃない。
Kazuku. Kazuku. Right. Huh. Okay.
猫が鳴いたり走ったりしています。
Okay. uh
この部屋が汚いと思いますか？
okay.
あなたはスイカとメロンどっちが好き？
どっちが好き？メロン。スイカ、watermelon。スイカとメロン。watermelon and melon.
玄関の掃除をします。
隠し事がある友達は本当の友達じゃない。
Okay. Okay.
あなたは彼のことが大好きなの？
Oh, there's the oh. Okay. Now I get it. Okay.
明日は金曜日です。
おじWhat happened? Oh no. I'm having like a typing issue
先
here.
生、質問がある人は手をまっすぐ上げてください。
Yeah. Oh, okay.
先生、質問がある人は手をまっすぐ上げてください。
The other hakate.
今日は暑いので室内にいましょう。
通知 Oh, no. 室内に。Oh.
彼は私の弟です。
Drama from yesterday. Starting some beef and drama over Ototo.
お母さんに会いたいですか？
私は月曜日に仕事へ行きます。
明日は明日はwait. セミ朝ああI don't know. Hmm. Oops.
明日はハサミが必要だ。
Sunny. Oh, what? Oh, scissors. Oh, yeah. Dang. The brand. The brand of scissors.
あなたは公園が好きですか？
Which heart are we talking about?
子供を育てるのはとても大変だった。
That's 育てね right? 育てるのはとても大変だった。Certainly is.
こちらは田中さんとマイクさんです。
Maiku. Mike-san is a good one. And then Tanaka. Tanaka and Maiku is like the equivalents, honestly. You're not a Tanaka-san in Japan. I don't know. We're making overgenerals. But if you're not a Tanaka-san in Japan, then you might be a Maiku-san in the United States. I wonder if Mike is still the most common. John, actually, hang on. Hold up. Okay, Mary for girls. Mike. Still Mike. Still Michael. For US of A. Standard, polite. Predominantly among peers.
会社員。あなたはどの大学を卒業しましたか？
I guess Kimi would be like not standard, maybe like casual, and then probably still predominant among peers, and maybe like even have like a gender direction for Kimi. I'm just thinking about future things.
きれいな海を見にビーチに行きたいです。
They use beachy. Hamabe. Although beachy is the I try to avoid using beachy because of what it sounds like. What? Old? Wait. Being a Oh. Yasumi. Oh, that cold. Not the other cold. The cold from absent from school cold.
風邪で学校を休む。
Oh, sorry. That's not it.
決断をする。よし、決めた。この家を買うことにする。
Oh, you made it. Okay. What? I don't know how to calendar. Oh no, calendar. カレンダー。
私はカレンダーを5個持っています。
I thought Kana's gonna kick my butt. Wait, there were a lot of alternatives. I saw 4. Maybe 2. There's another one somewhere. Because the other one's probably the hiragana representation. 店で鉛筆を2本買うつもりです。There's no reading for it! Yeah, 買うつもりです。Okay, fine.
私は家族の中で一番ポジティブな性格です。
Wait, what? ポジティブ。ポジティブ。Okay. Hear that again?
私は家族の中で一番ポジティブな性格です。
Okay.
妻が夫に、このドレスとても綺麗でしょ
うとても綺麗でしょ。
あなたはそのレストランが好きですか？
富裕層の人。この家は1億円くらいで買いました。
この海の水はきれいじゃない。
犬が欲しい。
Oh, I'm not sure about that one. I think you desire a dog like that. You express it that way. Okay.
息子の名前を曽祖父と同じのにするつもりだ。
So soft. Oh. Yes.
オフィスにパソコンとペンと水筒を持っていく。
Oh, so that's how you. Okay. Yeah, sweet. Makes sense. Alternative. Oh, it's because of katakana.
私の誕生日は明日です。
Oh.
先生、体調は大丈夫？
体調。
生徒。はい、大丈夫です。
あなたは明日忙しいですか？
の先生は、女の人です。
私のクラスの先生は女の人です。
彼は dark。
彼は暗い顔をしている。
暗い顔。Oh, that's interesting. Whoops.
あなたの庭は広いですか？
あなたは日本人ですか？
あなたは日本人ですか？
Hooray! More points. All right. All right. We all right. Look at that. Look at that excess day. Okay. How many points do we have? Give me them points. We're at 835. I don't even can't decide yet. I think we're definitely gonna be changing up the color palette, right? Oh, these are 5,000. All right, folks. Didn't take too long, right? Didn't take too long. We'll probably do some shenanigans tomorrow. How are the materials on Bunpro licensed? That's an interesting question. Can we still walk together? Mistakes are uncommon. Study from hiragana to real Japanese. An obsession with stats and numbers. FSRS for Bunpro, please. They don't? Interesting. Oh, excuse me. Let me look. So, what? Why? Oh, because there was a separation within the hour. Interesting. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. Alright, folks. That's a wrap for Bunpro today. Gonna be more stories and reflection. What? I'm trying to brainstorm. What can I be doing for the vocab as I'm going? Because there are a couple here and there. The grammar, I definitely need to get used to how the grammar is written in the words. So I'm gonna pay more attention to reading the different prompts, like the descriptions in what the grammar is being described as. Already made like a couple of reading errors in English. Okay. You can actually turn the entire UI Japanese. That is actually a choice you can make. I'm pretty sure you can turn the entire UI Japanese. So you could always do that if you want. That's not in my purview. Alright folks, that's a wrap for Bunpro today. If you're gonna watch this later, arigatou gozaimasu. As always, feel free to follow along, pick up Bunpro for yourself, give it a try. There's a month-and-a-half trial period, right? As far as I know, for first time sign up. I don't know if a timer starts right away as you do your first lesson or when the count is. Feel free to follow along. Right, give it a try. Let me know what you think. Feel free. We can always talk and banter about the intricacies. Maybe do a little spoilery only thing. I hope in a month's time I can like really be a bit more creative and thought out on how I'm gonna tackle and use the functionality of these things. Because right now I'm still churning. It's been it's only been 3 days? Wow, it's only been 3 days. Okay. Oh, yeah. 3 days. It feels like 4 because of my long days. But it's only been 3 days. In a month's time, we'll definitely start adding maybe like some scribblies on the screen, trying to integrate a lot of the other stuff. Currently in like Wanikani and Hazuhiro, I'm actually integrating what I did for Duolingo, the little like routine that I've come up with in Duolingo. And in Bunpro, a lot of that information is available as well. What I don't see as available when it comes to the vocabulary section is the analogous thing of the grammar section. The grammar section shows relations like synonyms, antonyms in a functionality way, as well as their related grammar things. I really like that they're doing the interconnect thing, so that can be a really helpful troubleshooting thing I can take advantage of. In the vocabulary, you can kind of see antonyms, and like in the definition, there is a chance there's like a really small addendum. I don't see also in the look of characters, so that's something that is going to come from it's actually coming from Duolingo. And then Wanikani has these categorized, but not in a manner that I can flexibly use. So the things about homonyms, right? Things that look the same or sound the same or have different meaning, even looking the same. So that's going to be like something maybe I'll bring or lift it from Wanikani, whichever one. There'll be some overlapping. We'll do a little bit of writing here and there to see if I can recall the shape. Other than that, more than welcome to come on by, right? Feel free. Discussion between people. Keep trying to encourage each other to be active in our own lives, as well as sharing some time and mutually being interested in other people's lives. Keep encouraging people to discuss, being a witness, affirmation. That's a great way to keep each other company in a more accessible environment when one is trying to pursue self-study and self-enrichment. Quite nice. Always encouraged. Until next time, 皆さんまたね。見てくれてありがとう。Right. See you next time. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna get up one last time, walk around, stretch a little bit, and I'll be back for Hanzahiro. Thank you.